Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I have a character here, and let's say I want to add more detail to one of the pieces of clothing in this character's shirt, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this piece, and I'm going to turn on my frame. And what I could do next is I can go ahead and maybe subdivide it back down to the lowest level. And let's say I want to create some kind of a detail that runs along an edge, an existing edge loop along the mesh, right? How do I do this? So to do this, what you could do is you can go ahead and crease this edge to tell zBrush that that's the edge you want to use for inserting additional geometry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select Z Modeler Brush. So if I press Z on my keyboard, I can go ahead and select that. And if I hover over an edge, right, let's say I want to use this one, the second one, right? What I could do is I can press spacebar, and then I can go to Creases. So I'm going to select Crease, and I'm also going to say Edge Loop Complete because I want my loop to go all the way around, right? So now what I could do is I can just simply click on this edge. All right, and if I zoom in, you can see what that looks like. The crease has been added, and think of crease as just a way for ZBrush to hold certain information about this piece or this mesh, but it's not actually adding more points. So that's really important to understand. So if I undo, right, and I click on this again, watch the active points, right? Currently it's 1712 on this mesh. So if I click on it, nothing has changed, right? So it's not like it's not an edge loop, it's not adding more geometry, it's just creasing it, and think of it as like a hard edge or a soft edge, right? It's holding the information about the edge, but it's not adding more geometry. That's really important to understand for someone who's new. And now if I go around the model, you can see what that is doing, right? It's creasing all the way around. And now since I have this crease, I can use this to add anything I want on it, almost like a train track, right? So check this out. Now what I could do is I can go to, let's go to stroke, and then let's come down to something called curve functions. If I open this up, you can see there's something called frame mesh. And frame mesh has a bunch of different options. It has border, polygroups, and creased edges. If I uncheck these two and I just say creased edges, that would be this piece right here. So I'm gonna also let's go ahead and jump into isolate or solo mode so we can just focus on this alone, right? And now if I say frame mesh, you can see what ZBrush did, right? It kind of identified that creased loop, and it marked it with a curve, right? So now I have a curve going all the way around. Well, for now this curve is useless, there's nothing on it, it's just simply being held in place. But if I jump into my brushes, and let's go ahead and press I on our keyboard, and let's just select any one of these IMM brushes, right? Let's say I'm going to click on this clothing one, or maybe these industrial parts one, doesn't really matter. But let's say I want to add this bolt head going all the way around my armor, right? What I could do is I can select this and make my brush a little bit smaller, and what I could do next is if I click on it, it is going to ask me to freeze my subdivision. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to say freeze subdivision levels. Very good. All right, so now if I click on one, you can see what it's doing. It's trying to position it, but it's clearly not working properly. So I'm going to go ahead and undo. In my IMM brush, I'm going to switch to dots. And let's just make this a little bit smaller. And let's try this again. I'm going to click on it. And now I can see that it's actually putting the mesh on the track, but there's only one of them, right? So a couple things. First, I want it smaller, so maybe something like that. And the other thing, let's say I want to also control the depth of it, right? Right now it looks like it's kind of poking out a little bit too far. I can always go to brush, and I can go to depth, and let me just lower this down a little bit. And let's try this again, and you can see how it's going a little more into the armor, right? Let's say I like this, right? How do I make more of them? I don't want just one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to, let me close brushes. I'm going to go to stroke, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to curve, and I'm going to click on this button called curve mode. If I activate it, and try this one more time, you can see that now I have a bunch of them, right? And let's say I want them a little bit larger, and I also want to have them spread out a little more. So something like that. Maybe that's too much. Let's go change the spacing between them. And voila. So that is how you can quickly add a really cool detail. Now let's say I like this. I'm going to click on my mesh to kind of bake it in. I can jump out of this mode, and I can of course decide if this works or not. If it doesn't work, right, for some reason, I see some of them are actually penetrating way too far into the mesh. So you know what, I'm gonna undo this, go back to my brush and change my depth one more time. And I think that's a little bit better, right? So they're not going too deep in. Very cool. I'm gonna commit, and what I could do now is go to my sub tools. Let me turn this up a little bit, and what I could do is I can say split, and I can also say split unmasked, right? So it's going to put it on its own layer. All right, I can see that it put it right underneath. If I jump out of the solo mode, I can now work on this individually. Let's say I want to change some of this positioning. I can make my brush a little bit larger, just move them down maybe to adjust it a little bit. And there you have it. So that is how you could go about very quickly. And now, of course, I can also grab my shirt, go to geometry, and let's go ahead and uncheck freeze. And there you have it. So now I have this really cool effect of detail running along the edge of my sci-fi shirt. So this is a really cool way to add very quickly amazing detail with any IMM brush you want to any one of your models. All right, so hopefully this will help you out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.